Dirt Bike Training Academy. Today we are going to work on the air filter and how to clean them and why it's important to clean them. One difference that's going to be, it might be different on your bike, unless if you have a 2016 and newer Yamaha on your bike, it is probably going to be a little bit different because my air box is on the top above my tank, and yours is more than likely going to be back here behind the tank. So this is normally where a lot of air boxes are located. So let's get started. I can't wait to show you lovely ladies how simple this thing is. This is one of the reasons why I love this motorcycle. Boom! Alright ladies, so take a good look at this filter. Look how dirty that thing is. Look how clean the other side is. This is what you want it to look like when it comes off of the motorcycle. This is really important. What I do here, what this blue is Yamalube grease, or I'm sorry, Maxima grease. I put it all the way around on the actual air boot, and it will prevent any kind of dust from getting inside. We're gonna take a bucket, so we wanna catch all of the stuff that comes off of this and kind of check it out afterwards. I'm gonna take it off. Yours is gonna look different, but it's gonna operate the same way. There's gonna be a cage that keeps it from bending or flapping around in there in the airbox. We're gonna apply a pretty liberal amount. This is Uni foam cleaner, the foam air filter cleaner, and it works pretty good. You just kind of apply it, wring it out, and voila. It's kind of breaking through it already. Massage it all in. Make sure you get all the stuff out. If you don't have foam filter cleaner at home, you can use gasoline. It is not recommended to use them too much because the gas will actually break down the filter, and then eventually, if you use it too much, the filter will fall apart into your intake, and you definitely do not want that to happen. So 1 time, 2 times, that's okay, but any more than that, I would not recommend. So what I would recommend to know when you need to wash it is look at the back of the can and then wash it however many minutes it says. So it's been about 3 minutes. Moved myself over to the hose, which is just fine. Would not recommend doing this in the house because it stinks pretty bad, but get on some water pressure and watch the magic happen. Voila! So now that it's all washed, and we're just gonna wring it out, get as much water as we can out of it. Wow, that's a lot of water. And what you can do is you can set it on the top of a fan, in front of a fan. It will help dry it. Just make sure obviously it doesn't get in the blades. You can also put it out in the sun, but you want to make sure you don't want to put it in your motorcycle until it is fully dry, 100% dry. Okay, time to dry. All right, ladies, here for part 2 of the cleaning your air filter. We're gonna take some foam filter oil, so different from the cleaner because this is gonna prevent the dust from getting past the filter. So you just kind of apply an even coat, if you will. A little bit on the other side. All the way around the edges. And now we give it a massage. You want to work in all of the oil to ensure that no dust will get through even the smallest particles inside the filter. All right, all good. All right, for the next part, something I highly recommend that everyone do. Mine is a little bit more challenging because of the screen here, but what I want you to do is take a rag, pre-spray it with maybe some WD-40, or you could use something that doesn't evaporate so quickly. You can use brake cleaner if that works, but there's grease. I install my air filters with grease. The grease ensures that that there's a seal between the filter and the boot. So I just kind of go in and kind of clean it off. So when I reapply, it's going to be nice and fresh. Next step, take some of my favorite, you guys see it a lot. This is Maxima waterproof grease. Take a little tiny bit, even less than the axle. And take your finger and kind of gently brush it around the entire edge of where the filter is going to sit. Try to not get anything anywhere where it's going to get sucked into the intake. Another place you can put the grease if you're not sure where to put it is on the side that's going to go down, right? So if it's going to go this way, you want to put it along the edge here, just like that. This is always a good idea to clean this, just to make sure that there isn't any residue, dirt gunk like here. It's not recommended to do it in the dirt, but I'm also trying to make an ant trail pretty mad here, so here we go. Make sure it doesn't come back in your eyes because it is very, very painful and is toxic for your body. Whenever you're using brake cleaner, always have gloves on. Always. Especially gas. This kind of chemical absorbs into your bloodstream. Next step, we are going to marry the two together in a holy matrimony. Sorry, being silly. And then, mine is really simple. Others are not. Beware of that. Always, always refer to your service manual. I do not have all the answers. So, if you haven't bought one yet, I highly recommend that you go out and buy it right now. Just because motorcycles are expensive and they can get pretty costly if you don't do things the right way.